welcome to part 17 of FIFA 17, The Journey. See what I did there? Today we're going to be watching Chelsea against Liverpool. Okay, no, not really.
It cannot go well, Dwibs. In my country, 17 is bad luck number.
Why is that?
I don't know, it's just is. I'll probably try searching the answer in the meantime.
Alright, let's just get in there, and the next match is... As soon as I...
Use your attributes.
Yeah. I've got 2 skill points, and I will use them on short passing. Okay, who's my next match against? Oh, never mind. Twitter. Will we ever fight out who we're facing? Okay, here we go. We're against Blackburn, former Premier League champions back in 1995. They got relegated 4 years later.
Oh no?
Well,
I
4
forget.
years
What does
after
getting relegated mean in European football?
you go down a division.
Ah.
Basically, get relegated from the Premier League, you end up in this league.
Oh noes.
Well, it is pretty bad.
True. Fair enough.
There you go, Joe. I'm gonna. Oh, hold on. Let match start when I'll say it.
By the way, in real life, the Blackburn Stadium is called Ewood Park, not Ivy Lane.
Yeah.
Oh crap! So commentators actually sounded a bit enthusiastic there.
Wow.
Come down, guys! Don't have a heart attack on me. Come on, come down.
Someone used the spell give art and gave it some enthusiasm.
Believe me, guys, if I showed you Pez's commentary, you'd be wishing for this one.
Yeah, true. Yeah, that's true. Even.
Wait, hold on. What commentary?
Basically, Joe, the Pro Evolution Soccer games, instead of getting actual, real football commentators...
Well, they're doing Pez too.
Okay, but do those commentators, regardless of whether they're real or not, actually sound enthusiastic?
Okay, let me rephrase that then. They always get B-rated ones rather than the top-tier ones.
But do they actually sound like they have a soul and are enthusiastic?
Not really. Nope.
Well, then I guess I'll have to wait and see, because, and honestly, even if they aren't that good, they won't make me beg for these. Again, lackluster effort is lackluster effort.
Just wait till you've heard them before making a comment.
Just
Nope, I'm sorry, Dwibs, I say it for sure. Nothing will make me beg for these
you're the one who always
commentators.
tells me not to do stuff like that, so by God, I'll tell you.
Wait, tell you never to do what?
Okay. Break it up, guys. Break it up.
And
Anyway,
Pedro, stop trying to fan flames that aren't there.
To answer your question from before, quoting Wikipedia right now, in Italian culture, number 17 is considered unlucky. When viewed as a Roman numeral X, B, E, or II, sorry, it is when changed anagrammatically to vixi, which is in Latin language translated to I lived, perfect implying my life is over. CF vixerunt, Cicero's famous announcement of an execution. Renault sold its R17 model in Italy as R177. See, there's an apparel in the sports section about the number of a curve 17.
That's good trivia.
Basically, it's anagrams with Latin stuff.
Now they've got a chance in this part of
So,
the pitch.
Dwibs, you keep bringing up PES, so that doesn't mean you're gonna play for the channel.
But he already
Eventually. No. That was International Superstar Soccer. It was the predecessor to Pez.
Okay. Wow, Dwibs, you're on a fucking roll today.
Yes, I am. I will do eventually, Joey, although at this point, I may as well wait till I can get the latest one on the cheap.
Okay.
And it'll just be like a couple of matches, or I'll just, maybe if it gets the PS Plus release, I'll get it then.
Well, Dwibs, football/soccer games tend to become incredibly cheap after like 1 or 2 years. The problem is you cannot get the most updated version because of that.
Yeah, but again, you know, I much prefer FIFA. I much prefer FIFA to PES.
No, I know that. I'm just saying, if you're looking for a cheap one, I'm not sure if you're gonna find one that's also in pair with the date.
Yeah.
But they usually tend to go cheap, right, say right about now when the season's nearly up.
All right.
So, 3-0 up, and we haven't been playing like 25 minutes.
Is Blackburn really just a sucky team?
Well, they're
Keeping the attack
mediocre
going, Danny
at
Williams.
best nowadays.
Alex Hunter's in the middle.
And
A
oh,
disappointing
no.
cross this time, I think.
Yeah,
Surprised
this
enough
time.
that
well to
despite the goals, Hunter is still having a 7.9 score.
Fighting
Yeah,
challenge from Blackburn. They're back
This
on the
man's just
ball.
so hard to impress, isn't he?
Dwibs, you were literally going again for their legs.
Yeah, are you really surprised why he doesn't tend to be impressed? I mean,
trying
you
to
can't have a good
carry on
player
this
who
move, which is
constantly
looking
gets
at-
called off because of those
You know what I'm
fouls.
saying, guys?
Yeah,
Yes,
okay.
I was saying that you can still score without chopping the legs of a oh god,
Here's
that
the goal
player
for
behind
Aston
Alex.
Villa.
Yeah, precisely,
I'm a
Dwibs.
ghost.
Again, Dwibs, to be skilled means to be able to do wonderfully without injuring other players.
Try telling that to the Dutch.
Turning out to be a comfortable
Salty.
game. This 4-0.
Alex Hunter.
Here the challenge is a good one.
Okay.
Now
I heard the
Williams,
Chansey by name, well, his name.
giving the ball away now. Danny Graham. He's coming
Go
forward
on.
with some danger. Blackburn go on with the... Nicely lined up for the set-piece specialist here with this free kick.
Marvelously done, yellow card.
So it's going to be yellow against the name of Alan Hutton.
Okay, let's find out how I got
Sliding
that
in
yellow card.
And, taking his part in the game into a dangerous
Ooh,
territory,
that was
really.
dirty.
Well, he's dived in. It's a reckless one.
Well, I'm playing the game. What do you expect?
I don't know, honestly. Sometimes you have a sense of honor, sometimes you don't. Oh wait, that's right. I knew exactly what to expect. Randomness from you.
Tipped over by the keeper there.
Yeah, pretty much.
Looking to take the corner
Again,
It's not easy,
that's
is it, when you've been on that
exactly
ball,
how
you
I
can't always see
know.
it,
You're
but,
probably going to do the
fine
thing to
handling
try
by
and
the
catch me
keeper.
off guard the most.
Here's a little bit of here's another trivia moment. We all know that Chris Pele is regarded as the greatest soccer player of all time.
He is?
He's got his shot off now.
Well, yes, he is.
Very well
Pele,
here.
you know.
Oh,
the legend,
yeah,
the
Pele.
legend,
Oh,
the
yeah.
legendary Brazilian
Oh, Pele.
player who single-handedly gave 3 World Cup tournaments to Brazil. Go ahead.
Oh, you mean the guy who had a life
got the ball
simulator
away
shown
from
at that
him with the
Microsoft E3 conference?
Yeah, exactly.
Here's Williams.
All right. Here's a question for you. In total, of his entire career, both national team and clubs, he had a total of 1,363 games under his belt. How many goals did he score in that amount of games?
Can we round it up to like the nearest 10?
Sure.
Good work by the goalkeeper.
210.
You're way off.
110.
And here's the
Well,
shot. And he's done
okay.
it.
Well, whatever. You're not gonna
He
guess.
is
I'll just
Oh,
say.
you
it.
got a
this team
trophy?
apart.
Telepathic.
The point. Okay, so yeah, Pele is the most successful goal scorer of all time by scoring 1,281 goals in 1,363 games. So basically, the average of 1 goal per game.
And he's got a hat-trick.
Yeah, he's been effective from the
Steroids.
start. His work rate, he runs off the ball.
I call,
He's been top class.
aka I call hacks.
I call IRL hacks.
And now we've reached half-time.
Half time.
Alright.
I was just gonna ask. I was just gonna ask Shiori for something, but she's muted, so I'm guessing she's.
What is it?
Alex
Oh.
Hunter.
I was gonna ask Shiori. I fired Jova recently as the touchline reporter, so now you're in his place. What are the managers like at the moment?
Shit.
Dwibs. Not for nothing, but not for nothing. But how can she be a good on-the-spot football reporter if her vision is not exactly the best?
Okay, Pedro, I'll be quite honest with you.
Yeah, that's the reason. That's the reason I don't like
going
going to football matches or watching them because I can't see shit.
Okay, Pedro, I'll be quite honest with you. I actually quit, and Dwibs was desperate enough to hire Shiroy. He is trying to hide it for his
Jova
pride.
is one of those people who
Please
doesn't like to
humor him.
admit when he fucked up. You are fired.
Wait, No, I actually quit because honestly, like Pedro said, I
Sure
didn't
you
really.
were.
Well, it's like Pedro said, I didn't
That's
really
what they
care.
all say, Jova.
Well, it's like Pedro
hey,
said, I didn't care.
And hey, I am perfectly aware of Shiori's sight issues, so I constructed personally for her a screen of which you can see stuff from very close.
That's what they all say. Come on, Dwibs. We all know that European football is too corrupt to have anything so much as goal line technology without England having to pay for the nose.
Hey guys, guess what? Blackburn got a goal back. Now they need to get 5 more, and they won.
Done so well in repelling everything else, but this one was too much for him.
Well, he's
So how come Blackburn? Wait. Is Blackburn still in the Premier League?
No.
Oh yeah, never mind then.
I can see why.
Score here. Remember, 5-1.
Well, actually, Theo, Blackburn used to be one of the greats. They even won the 3rd Premier League.
Real opening now. Oh, great work by the keeper.
In fact, Blackburn was actually where Alan Shearer, aka the greatest English scorer, spent a lot of his career in before he moved to Newcastle.
Yeah, but he spent most of it at Newcastle.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, here's another question. When did Alan Shearer retire from football?
Opportunity now. Goal.
I'm pretty sure it was before the 2002 World Cup.
I'll give you guys a clue. It was in the 2000s.
I know Rory Fowler was still in the 2002 FIFA World Cup, but
I'm sorry, but who are we talking about? Some Alan
I'm
Shearer?
guessing after Euro 2000. I'm guessing after Euro 2000.
He retired in 2006.
Oh, never mind then. Well, but I'm pretty sure his last England national team match was with Euro 2000 then.
Probably.
Wait, Alan Shearer. Isn't he the guy who was all confident and high and mighty about where Chelsea would finish?
No, that's Mourinho.
No, seriously. It showed up in the sport review.
No, Alan Shearer is regarded as...
He's talking about recent... Actually, that kind of thing did happen, actually. It was in a BBC article that I read.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He actually works at the BBC now as a pun.
Yeah, he's confident that Chelsea will win the Premier League despite their setback against Crystal Palace.
Don't remind me.
Well, but Dwibs, why don't you recount actually for nostalgia's sake?
How can it be nostalgic if it was like a few days ago?
Because it's in the past.
That's not nostalgia.
Remember how things were in last week, guys? Those were the days.
Hey, remember how things were just a few hours ago? I remember the past me like he was my son.
Yeah. Yeah. You see, you've gone downhill, Dwibs. The you of 2 hours ago, that was the shit.
Although,
it's exactly the same as me now.
Although, to be fair, guys, the Dwibs of 2 hours ago is.
You enough, Dwibs.
Although, to be fair, guys, the Dwibs of 2 hours ago is probably getting eaten by the Langoliers right now, so to speak.
Truly.
Basically, Shiori, anything in the past is eaten up by giant meatballs with razor-sharp teeth or Pac-Man.
Don't ask her. Well, she's right.
Stephen King is...
It's okay, Tio. I won't ask. I'll be right back.
I'm pretty sure there was a point in his life where Stephen King got severe brain damage. Because
Pedro.
I refuse to accept that anyone can actually write that and think, yes, I'm going with this one.
Pedro, allow me to fill in the blanks. He was either drunk or high because he has admitted to being drunk or high during either the writing, and he actually did admit to being high during the filming of Maximum Overdrive, including its advertisements.
I don't know. I don't think even drugs can do that. I'm pretty sure only brain damage can make something like the Langoliers. I mean, I don't know. I can help but feel that there has to be more to it rather than just the drugs and the alcohol.
So you're suggesting that he was brain damaged but got himself cured enough from it? Okay.
Oh, by the way, guys, look at the scoreline.
Jesus, Dwibs, you're pulverizing these guys.
Again, though, guys, nothing will ever be able to top Brazil's wonderful, nostalgic game against Germany.
In 2014.
It's a shame too because For the first time since 2002, they actually managed to get a pretty decent team.
Good position.
But they're still clearly
9.
Jesus.
Okay, either the difficulty settings on or Blackburn really are down the drain.
Difficulty settings.
Okay. What's the difficulty
Well,
setting here?
Really admire the way
Amateur.
they've gone about their business today. No slacking.
Poor
Again,
Blackburn.
very-
Their fate's decided by the god playing their game, that being Dwibs 93, Dwayne Harley.
Totally one-sided, really, the match.
Yes, I am the god of Blackburn Rovers' bad fortunes. Whoa, oh, oh, oh.
Let me guess, you were
Can I
doing.
get can I get 10?
Let me guess, you were doing
Yes,
this
I can.
for.
It's a goal.
You were doing this
And it's
for
a
reality's
substitute
sake, I'm
scored.
guessing.
He's definitely come on to try and
No,
do
no, no,
that.
no, no. If this
And
were,
he's made
if
his
football,
manager
were,
very
if
pleased.
I were in
No
charge of the
slacking
game of
in
football,
the
this is what
late
it would be
minutes here,
like.
and a chance to extend their lead, and they
Although
have,
for Chelsea, obviously, not
voraciously
Aston Villa.
gobbled up the
Whoa,
chance.
keeper,
Well,
what
they
are
played
you
some
even
really good
doing?
football out there today.
Standing
He was waving hello
on
to the
the
ball as it
edge
went past him, Jova.
of the
Here we are,
There's only really
10-0.
one team in it,
That's
only
like
one team
10-1.
enjoying this.
Jesus. How many goals Hunter did?
I don't know.
Turn
Wow,
pass.
I'm surprised they could actually.
Good
Oh,
challenge.
it looks like they could just barely fit the number 10 in that scoreboard.
Alright, 4 minutes.
Fourth official has held up the board to say 4 more minutes.
Well, at least
Danny
it's
Gray.
over. But I don't think I score anymore after this. Don't I?
Well, they move.
Let's
he's
see.
through. And shoots.
Yeah.
Wow, he saved one, guys.
Surprised you still get a score of 10.
And in goes the cross. Goes for it with a fist.
I don't think I'm going to get 11.
Thank
They've
goodness
coped
you
with it well
can't somehow do
defensively.
handballs in FIFA games.
Yeah, I've gotten a few handballs recently.
Stone
Joe.
Cold
Hey, how does
Steve
that
Austin.
work?
As a match, it was rather
Say,
one-sided, wasn't
it mostly
Because
works
of
if you do
the
a sliding tackle and the
capacity
ball
of
comes
one
off your
team
arm.
to dominate
Huh.
the football.
I didn't know you could actually get handballs in FIFA games because, well, obviously there's not a control meant to try and block with your hands unless you're the
Wow,
keeper.
Alex Hunter got 5
Well, they picked
goals.
him out beforehand, and he's certainly done us
So he's got
justice.
half of Aston Villa's
What a
goals.
So, do we get another
Could be getting the
interview?
golden boot if he carries on in this vein.
Yes.
Boy,
Alright,
Blackburn's going to have quite a night sleeping this off.
Okay, and yes, as you can see from that thing just then, the next match is going to be in semi-pro, so it should be considerably harder.
right?
So, Alex, man of the match. A special game for you? Or just another day at the office?
No. That was magically special. You don't see losses like that every day.
I'm just happy to have contributed today, Karen.
Even
This
for a
league
sucky
is
team.
so competitive, the pace so fast. I just try to go out there every match and focus on playing my role for the team. Getting man of the match, that's just a bonus.
Spoken like a true
It's been a
superhero.
nice spell of form for you, Alex. What are you doing differently?
Scoring.
Okay,
Duh.
okay. I will admit, maybe it's just that you've been picking the right dialogue options, but for as many shortcomings
been
as the
playing
story
my role
does
for the
have,
team
I
out
do
there,
dig
really.
Alex Hunter as a protagonist.
We've each got a
More
job
so
to
than
do,
I
and as
did
long
when
as we
I
all do it
first
right, I think
heard
we'll
about
get this
him
one done.
during the E3 where they presented him.
Your squad manages to bring an important win today. A word on clinching
I
the victory.
do hope he does return for the sequel.
I think he will probably.
I've
You
been
can
working
never
pretty
be too
hard in
careful
training and
with
trying to
EA.
keep focused on my job during the games. I feel it's been paying
Well,
off.
Dwibs, do we know if that's the
I
case
did
yet or
what I
not?
needed to do out there, and
Well, the game did.
helped us
Well,
pick up
the
the win.
the press release they gave did say new characters and
Alex.
new scenarios, but that's
problem.
all they said.
Well, did they at least confirm whether or not Alex is
Plus,
returning?
this game story ends on a sequel hook that does involve Hunter. So
Well, we know already we're gonna get a season 2, so it makes sense.
That is unless they pull a Mass Effect Andromeda.
again, Jover, this was only assisted by BioWare, not fully developed by them.
Well,
again-
you know what I
and
mean
again,
with this
Jova,
story.
Let's be clearly fair. We're introducing this new system out of nowhere in a franchise that, well, no one
It's
exactly
okay.
ran around naked in the street and asking for it.
It's okay, guys. I mean, I'm mainly kidding. I mean, again,
Oh,
yeah.
Let's see what Mr. Dino has to
Diligence
say.
and focus are what make
I
great
mean,
players
I
and
mean, I'll be
great
quite
teams.
honest. For as much
And
as I make
so
a point
I
about
ask
some of
this
the
you today.
quirks with this story, I have to say, again, it is still a marvel the fact that we're actually getting story in a FIFA game. It is actually something that could maybe convince me to actually
What are you
try and
doing?
get a FIFA game.
Dwibs?
I just decided to show what happens if I skip a training session.
Oh, it automatically picks your stats to raise?
Yeah. You skip it and then it simulates it for you.
Skip.
Ding. And straight into our next match against Sheffield Wednesday.
What's their symbol?
An owl.
It looked a bit weird.
Well, funny enough, that's a reimagined version of one of their old crests, replacing another one of their old crests. Like what Manchester City did, their new crest this season is basically one of their older ones, just reimagined.
All right.
So yeah, Sheffield Wednesday, not to be confused with Sheffield Tuesday or
Hi there, everybody. We're at Villa Park today, Alan
or
Smith and
Sheffield
myself, Martin Tyler.
Thursday.
And thanks for joining us for this game.
I'm still looking for
And here we've got for you
myself.
today Aston
And
Villa.
funny enough,
Sheffield
there
Wednesday.
actually is another Sheffield team in the Premier League, Sheffield United. But historically, Wednesday have been the most successful side.
Well, a lot of anticipation about this game.
So
Aston
yeah,
Villa have got
expect
it
this
going.
game to be considerably harder, not just because I bumped up the difficulty to semi-pro,
The Aston Villa
but I have
team
set it
for
so
this
that I'm
game.
only controlling Alex.
2 banks of 4.
All right.
4-4-2.
Yeah, how it always used to be.
Let's see what
Don't
happens.
see it quite so often these days.
So I got to
but,
rely on my
it's a
teammates
classic
not to suck.
formation and,
I have to
really
say, I have to
capable
dig.
of causing problems
I'm
here
digging
today.
the opposite
Let's look at
team's
Sheffield Wednesday
uniforms
and
color
the list
palette.
of their players here.
That's their away uniform.
Probably one of the 2 front men will slip
Basically,
behind
do
the
we
other
show you
and augment the midfield
I'll
when
show you their
required.
I
home
think so, if they
uniform.
start
Sure,
getting
might as
overloaded
well.
in the middle of the park, that's always an
Sheffield
option for this manager who does
Wednesday
like to
2016 home kit.
They can clear it here.
Just let me get it up.
Sure.
It's Alex Hunter.
All right.
Challenge
And no.
for the ball.
I got it back.
Gary Gardner.
Well, my teammates did.
Building steadily here, keeping possession. Through pass.
Come on.
Okay, Tia. Basically, their home kit is the one in the middle.
Maybe the conditions we've got to take into account
Let me
here.
check.
It's a very wet pitch. Just put him off his balance.
Oh,
Yeah, the
so
ball's skidding
blue
about
with
too, and,
small
maybe
white
it
stripes.
slipped off his foot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I'm
wet, that
preferring
ball.
this one we're using in
Sam
game.
Hutchinson.
I always
Danny
liked
Williams.
black and orange
Into the attacking third.
pairing.
Is that a favourite combination of yours?
Here comes the
Yeah,
cross.
yeah, especially because again,
Well,
orange
they
is
got
my
it wide
favorite
very well.
color.
A chance to get the cross in, but it's not.
Mine
turned
would
out to
be blue
a
and
very
white.
good delivery. It's a
I wonder
corner.
why that is, Pedro.
Well, actually, aren't those kind of yours as well?
Well, yeah, but aren't they they're Porto's colours too, aren't they?
Yeah, they
That's
are.
good. That's a good block.
Stealing our colours, how dare you? Thieves.
Alan Hutton.
Well, it's funny. Every time Porto face a English team that has blue and white as their colour, like Chelsea and more recently Leicester, they always seem to lose one match but then win the other.
Yeah. It was much cooler back in 2004 when we beat Man U at the very last second
Saw the pass
with a
coming
free kick.
and got there first.
Well, any team beating Man U is good in my book, unless they're facing
coming
us.
Such
some danger.
animosity. Then again, I guess to be fair,
Advantage.
Yes.
It's a football joke. It's part of our culture. As long as it doesn't go too far, then
like tying it into politics. Well, actually, never mind. Too late. Too late.
Politics or being racist or whatever.
Yeah, true. Carry on.
Jordan Ayew.
So,
Well,
still nil.
all I have to say, Dwibs, you're not gonna like a certain blitzball player in Final Fantasy X.
Yes.
Hunter.
Oh wait, are you talking about Meg
Basically,
Ryan?
basically, Waka
Wait.
is incredibly racist.
Oh,
Excellent play too.
he
Loses
is?
marker.
Yes.
Yeah, he is.
Defender to it first.
It's been a while
Blame
since
each other.
I've. Well, actually, I have it on PS4 now. Are you saying he's racist
Oh,
against?
so do you want to record that game for the channel then? Yeah, the better
Maybe.
version.
Actually, Pedro, you already started. Remember, you already uploaded a couple of parts.
True, well, true, but we didn't actually start the playthrough. It's still far away anyway. We can just.
True, but that would be a bit of a waste in case.
Don't worry.
Anyway.
Don't worry, Joe. Don't worry, Tim. I'm perfectly fine with.
Basically, Shiroy, we're facing Sheffield Wednesday now, and I've increased the difficulty to semi-pro, plus I'm only playing as Alex Hunter. This is going to be hard, especially if I do shots like that.
Yeah,
Not-
come on.
Not to mention, Joe, the main reason I recorded those parts was because my brother needed footage. So I actually got you. That footage is not wasted either way anyway. Don't worry about that. I would rather Joe record it because that way we get the better version.
Well, we'll see. Anyway, but yeah, about Waka, I mean, are you saying these racists against Hawaiians, Bahamas?
No, remember the Alded
Yeah, basically it's incredibly racist to anyone who doesn't abide
to
by
God.
his...
That. Oh, you were talking in story.
Okay, let me rephrase. Okay, fine. Let me rephrase it. He's a religious bigot. Let's go with that.
Anyway,
Yeah,
Dwibs,
that
you're-
he
you're-
is.
you're
Yeah,
sucking
he is.
gay.
We might call
Yeah.
an average first half. For Alex
Okay,
Hunter,
yeah,
Alan Smith.
yeah.
Average first half. No one scored. Come on.
Marshalled him expertly so far.
Commentators maybe put a bit more thought into that.
Hey, Dwibs, I'm just realizing now. If FIFA 2018 doesn't have an option to do the journey mode with women's football, I need to start. He's gonna fall so hard on this game.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm
And
surprised.
meanwhile, other women like me aren't gonna give two fucks.
Honestly, I'm surprised Anita Sarkeesian hasn't gone after the main character's mother in this game.
Why would you do that?
Probably she never played this game.
Really
Remember,
strong
Jova,
tackle,
if
and the
someone,
ball's gone out for a
if
throw.
a female character does even something slightly that isn't in line with her values, then she'll go after it like they committed genocide.
Now it's with Hunter. They're on the attack
And when
here.
other women try to
Go!
combat her.
Yay! You're improving, Dwibs. So come on.
Yeah, I scored. That makes up for my terrible shot earlier. Basically, Shiroy, while you were gone, I think you're just about to come back. I was receiving a cross from a player, but I kicked the ball so high, it's probably still going upwards into space at the moment.
It's very frustrated, and yet you wouldn't have expected that kind of gap between these two. They deservedly lead.
Well, they've knocked the ball about
So yeah,
Martin and,
winning
knocked it about
in
with
a high
confidence.
difficulty setting
As you say,
and
they're
with
two
controlling
evenly
only one
matched
player.
sides, so that's been a big achievement for them.
Well, that was the opening goal. We've had to wait to the second half to get it, but it's come now.
Alex Hunter.
Sam Hutchinson.
Don't worry, guys. We've only got this part
Joseph Bennett.
and the next one left in the championship. Part 19 is when. Okay, there is one more match in part 19 in the championship, but
Quick
after
into the
that,
tackle.
our loan period
The result
ends,
is gonna be
and
a
we get to
throw.
go back to Swansea and Douchey Mc
Rushing here.
friend.
Moving from one side to the other. That attack was looking good. Now the opposition have a chance. Aston Villa going to make a change here.
You know, I can't wait till we get to see the reason why his friends decided to become a total bastard to him.
Well, this
Because
attack, a bit of menace to it.
Is it a
Mommy
very trivial
issues,
Well, the
reason?
tackle, there,
it's
late
a
throw.
pretty daft reason, and well, for
Well, the
Because
particularly.
you're a damn lot more new than I.
Substitute coming out.
It's not quite like that, Tio.
You're the favorite, and I'm not the favorite.
Actually, Shuri, that's not the reason either.
Oh.
I'll show it when we get there. But put simply, I plan to use one of those Apollo Hold It reaction videos for it.
Alright.
As soon as Jova can find me one.
Wait, hold on. You never actually asked me to get you one. What kind do you want?
Just one where, like,
back
there's a
again
speech
from his
bubble of
teammate.
Apollo saying "Hold It."
Some players
Oh, well,
limbering up
there's
for the away
gifs of
team.
that.
Substitution in
Or
the
you want an
Yeah,
extra
but-
video.
Presented.
I could have the GIF, but I also need the Apollo Justice sound file of him shouting, "Hold it."
Hold it.
That's easy. I'll go get you that. There's plenty of YouTube videos. Complete with all Ace Attorney voices and everything.
Yeah, no, but I think having a GIF and the audio would be better, because that way, when I have to trim the video, if I have to trim the video down, then there could be like another bit overlapping. It'll make the editing look really awkward.
Well, what I'm saying, Dwibs, is like, well, there's literally one where you have the speech bubble and the audio tied to it. You just have to edit in the fraction of that video for the whole thing.
Yeah, I'm just worried that something might accidentally overlap into it.
It can't possibly, because it's all in one video.
Well, Dwibs, now what?
Don't worry, guys. I've got 12 minutes.
Yeah, no.
No, I think stranger things have happened.
Level. Both sides have scored here now.
I think of another example this time, other than Leicester winning the Premier League.
On to the attack now.
We won the Champions League.
Well, they passed their way up into a good position
after
here.
years and years of trying. We got there eventually.
Lost the ball as well. They've got to work hard to try and get it back.
It was back in 2012.
Not a great cross at all.
I actually watched that match.
And pretty easy to cope with by
basically, we were against Bayern Munich on Bayern Munich's own ground, and we beat them on penalties, which is ironic because Germany are usually good at penalties. So yeah, technically, England beat Germany on penalties that day.
Referee says free kick.
Ironic indeed.
Yeah. That's like England beating Wales in like a rugby union match.
Oh well.
Basically, in that like, it's basically one thing that Germany and Wales have in common with their individual sports is that both football and rugby union were invented in England, but Germany and Wales have taken that as part of their national identity. Well, Wales case rugby union.
So basically, Wales is a leash off of England.
Yeah, mooches.
Come on, Dwibs, you can do it in those 3 minutes.
Any comeback to that, Shuri?
Nope.
No, not really, no.
Phase 5, acceptance.
You sure you're that much of a sport person, though?
We've had this conversation through I don't know how many
No,
times.
sure. I don't mean that, but I mean like an actual media sports person.
No, I don't watch sports on TV.
There
Like,
you
even
go.
the sports I do, I don't watch sports on TV.
Now, Dwibs, try to remember that for future parts.
So like me, sure is immune to this sort of stuff.
Dwibs immediately forgot that.
My head is always in its own little bubble, so.
Well, just don't hurt yourself in
Sports aren't
confusion.
a part of that.
So, what's next, Dwibs, now that you did this amazing, spectacularly score?
Training.
Let's...
Training.
Alright.
Alright.
And there's no cutscene saying, how could you do this out there? You failed at the last minute.
Dwibs.
Come on, calm
It's
down.
an actual Italian
Dwibs. No, just settle down. Don't taunt our Italian heritage here.
And best of all, keep your hands very, very, very firm and pinned down on the table, so I don't actually miss your fingers. Come on.
Jova, question. What's the biggest danger to a guy's fingers? Tail or a trico?
Tail.
But I'm not on a bed.
Well, I'm not eating them. I'm just cutting them.
Yeah, there's a big difference between this, Dwibs.
Hey, you said you were cutting them, but you didn't tell us how you were cutting them.
But he would need
Anyway,
actually rather strong
So,
teeth
what
to
training are you
slice
going to
them
do today,
neatly.
Dwibs?
Penalties.
Okay.
Dwibs practicing penalties. This isn't
Let's
gonna
see
go
how
well,
I
is
do.
it?
Come on, let's see.
Alright.
Oh, so far so good. Come on.
Oh, remember, Teo, he's supposed to hit the targets.
Well,
think.
he technically
No,
gets
the
points.
targets are a bonus. The main goal is to score.
Ah, okay then.
Don't hit the wooden plank.
Yeah.
Ah, alright then.
But now his card is meant to come against the goalkeeper.
How
Ah,
hard?
Nice.
Oh,
There you go.
did he
You see,
just-
there's now all you have to do is do this when you're actually in a penalty shootout. Think you can do that?
Might
Especially
want to tell
against,
that to the England team.
or me against anything Welsh, whether it be the national team or Swansea City.
And Jova, you say that, but the thing is, like, even English people like Dwibs admit that England isn't great with the be-all end-all penalty shootouts.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, that's kind of common knowledge.
Oh.
It wasn't an insult, it's the truth.
You hit the
Oh yeah.
plank.
But you know what they say, Shuri? It's funny because it's true.
You hit the plank, now walk it.
Yes.
Yeah, but basically, every time England miss a penalty shootout, all the other British countries just
They say,
Just-
business
Just
as
smirk
usual.
at you.
yeah, they just smirk at us drinking their Guinnesses or their Iron Brews or whatever.
I have a Copperberg
Wales-
right now.
Or whatever Wales's famous drink is.
Hmm.
I don't know, rarebits or something.
Rabbit, Welsh rabbit is basically just cheese on toast. It's a bit more complicated than that, but meh.
Little higher.
Stay
If,
calm. I don't think they
if
can.
that-
I think they can smell fear.
If there's a shop in any Welsh town I go to during my holiday that sells that kind of stuff, I'll actually buy one.
Hmm.
Maybe.
Maybe. Just maybe.
Possibly.
Potentially.
Yeah.
Indubitably.
But first of
Considering.
But first of all, I gotta find where the nearest Poundland is for next week.
Well, like I said, I can
Alright.
help you with that in terms of Swansea. So.
So
Yeah.
what's next up, Dwibs?
The end of the part.
Yeah, but do we know who we're gonna face in the next part?
Burton Albion.
Goody.
Whatever these are. Alright, see ya.
Burton are a relative newcomer, but I'll explain more in the next part.
Sure,
Alright.
see ya.
See you, everybody.
See you then.
See ya.
All
See ya.
right.